Yeah. Yun naman pala yung surprise eh.
Yun ang surprise.
Ito yung kabit mo. Ayan. Don't cry. Ayan, okay, isang pop. Okay.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Ms. Crystal Kalinawan will now deliver the response on behalf of the graduates.
Our guest speaker, Cecilia Bulaong Marisco, Sister Maria Josefina Matias, Provincial Superior of the Religious of the Assumption, Sister Mary Jurdi Boris, Sister Nilda Hechenova, and the Administrative Dean, faculty and staff members, our dear parents, friends and fellow graduates, a pleasant afternoon to all of you. A few years back, I read a book which was later made into a movie, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. It was about 4 children who went inside a wardrobe and found themselves coming out into a different world called Narnia. It was a world peopled by magical beings, and everyone was afraid of the White Witch, anticipating the return of Aslan, the Great Lion. These 4 children had an exciting adventure. Along the way, they met individuals who helped them and even inspired them to free Narnia from the witch. The fight with the witch almost extinguished their hopes until Aslan returned. Aslan encouraged the children to face their fears, to set their goals in mind and achieve them, to think of the impact they could make on the people of Narnia. In the end, the children were able to face their fears and fulfill their goals. Narnia was finally free and happy. This story brings to mind my own personal experience in this college. I came from a high school that most of you may have never heard of. I came with much fear. I did not have a classmate I knew before, and I could not speak good English. I came here armed only with the support and inspiration of my mother, sister, loved one, and the words of my elementary teacher and late father. Galingan mo, anak. Pero lagi kang magpapasalamat sa Diyos. I did not expect to receive such an honor this afternoon. I simply did my best. But I realize now that what fulfills me is to give thanks and glory to God. I look back to the 4 years I spent in this college. In my entire life, I have never met people who were more accepting than the people here. My fears gradually disappeared. I made friends, and I thank them for inspiring me with their own lives. Cleo, Honey, Abby, Beryl, Pao, Rendell, Aina, and Dion always helped me smile even in the face of a storm. Gang, Len, and Ren portrayed to me what simplicity means. AJ, Candy, Annie, Janina, Liz, Tess, Ali, and all my other friends from other year levels and all the other blocks showed me that friendship transcends individual differences. They all deepened my understanding of friendship. I thank my professors for their encouragement and support. I shall never forget their words of wisdom like, no one can ever be perfect, but still strive to be perfect. Challenge yourself to grow every day, rise above the situation. Never forget the lessons you learned and those who have helped you. They were like the great Aslan. These professors taught their students not only what is necessary, but what is important in life. I also remember our visits to the National Center for Mental Health, where I saw people who lost their sense of reality because of poverty and lack of love. I was afraid when I saw them speak and act differently from us. I learned that people like them must be understood and respected rather than feared. The 9/11 outreach mission in Pampanga was my first face-to-face encounter with poverty. People scurried for 2 pieces of paracetamol, or lined up for hours just to have a tooth removed. I saw how different my life was from theirs, and it pained me to know that while I was living a good life, others were suffering. Our GK immersion in Antipolo was unforgettable. My partner, Anna, and I were led to a shack with 1,001 holes from the roof to the floor. We slept on thin blankets with our legs curled just to save space. I was nervous because beside me was a big hole where I could see a forest. The next day, I experienced selling in a little sari-sari store and ate with my foster family on a table the size of a kindergarten desk. Something stirred within me, and I knew God was calling me to serve. As president of the student council for 2 terms, I experienced working late at night, squeezing my mind for new ideas, getting denied by some sponsors, meeting other professionals in tears, and facing resistance where I least expected it. I understood that leadership is not all about power, but finding that seed of greatness in everyone and letting it grow and flourish. The more I experienced failures, the more my trust in God strengthened. I experienced a loving and forgiving God who inspired me to forgive. The opportunities given me to represent the college and the country in national and international events made me grateful, appreciative, and respectful of individual differences. In the face of discrimination, I affirm my love for my country and people. I will be forever grateful for my Assumption education. I believe my fellow graduates share the same sentiment. We are able to see the beauty and magnificence in us and in others. We have been set free from our ignorance. But this freedom carries with it the responsibility to be of service to others. As Mother Marie Eugenie said, we have to nourish ourselves with the light in order to give light to others. Our greatest tribute to her in this year of her canonization is to become her true daughters, to live a life of faith and action, to become our true selves, to be humble and forgiving, and to be always grateful for all the blessings we receive from God. May all of us graduates be happy and successful in fulfilling our purpose in life and in transforming our society into a happy and free Narnia. Thank you so much, dear parents, our school administrators, faculty and staff members, manongs and manangs, and to all of you who share this special moment with us. God bless us all. Thank you.
As a fitting tribute to this momentous event, we request everyone to please rise for the Assumption College hymn and school song.